Hey guys, Chrisspy here, and today's video is going to be an updated brow routine. I've been doing my brows differently, and a lot of you guys were commenting on Instagram saying you wanted an updated brow tutorial, so I wanted to show you how I've been doing them lately. My eyebrows are naturally pretty thin because I overplucked them when I was younger, so I want to show you guys not only how I achieve this shape, but how I make them kind of look more bushy and natural, because natural brows is where it's at. Before we jump into the tutorial, I just wanted to give you guys a couple updates. One, I am filming from my new studio, hence why I don't have a background, but I just moved. And yeah, I got my new setup. So yeah, I'm really excited. I want to get it all painted and decorated this week. Also, great news, I'm gonna be uploading twice a week from now on, every Wednesday and Sunday. So be on the lookout for that. Okay, so I think that's all I have to say for now. Let's get started on the tutorial. Side note, I did my brows and everything else I did off camera, so I'm gonna be listing all of the makeup that I used down below. So let's get started. Wow. This is my new lens. This is my macro lens, 100mm lens. This is for like super tight stuff. This is real up close and personal right now for me. Okay, so first things first, I'm gonna start out with my Anastasia brow powder. It's been used and abused, and it's also been very faithful to me over the years. So this one is medium ash and medium brown. So, and for my brush, this is just a cheapy brush. I don't even know what brand this is. But yeah, this is just like a standard small angle brush. It's not super skinny because I don't really need it to be super skinny because we're just using powder. I'm starting with the lighter powder, and I'm just going to use this to fill in the front of the brow. Now my brows are microbladed, so you can see like it's kind of filled in over there, but my foundation kind of covers it. And then up here, I'm gonna use this edge of the brush to kind of define the top of the brow. Yeah, so I'm using the top to create a hard line, but it's not as hard as if I was using like a pencil or something like that. So what I like to do is I like the front of my brow hairs combed up, and then I like the middle part of the brow combed down, and then I comb them back, like down and back. So in the front, I'm bringing the powder about as high as where these front brow strokes, these front brow hairs end. Just like a little bit shy of that, so that when they stick out over it, you can see it. So now towards the tail end of the brow, I'm gonna switch and take this darker powder, and I'm going to just fill in the top using this. I really can't get over the just the closeness of these lands. I feel like this looks like, especially with like the gray background, I feel this looks like a Q-tips commercial or something, no? Okay, no. Back to the subject at hand. So now I'm going in with this Makeup Forever brow liner. This is what I've been using lately, and I really like this product, and I'm using it in the shade 20. So now I use this to shape the tail end of the brow and as well as the bottom. In order to elongate the shape of the eye, I don't want my arch to be too far forward, because look what it just kind of like, I want it to be back and kind of elongate the shape of the eye. So I'm gonna fake it a little bit. It looks like my arch is about here. I'm gonna try and pull it back and build it out that way to really elongate that brow. I have to admit, this like lens mirror monitor situation is kind of throwing me off. I'm not worrying about the bottom being too perfect either, because later on I'll go in with concealer and carve it out. Okay, so over here. So here you can kind of pull it off the skin and make these look like little brow hairs. Totes optional. So next what I want to do is just kind of fill in this area and make sure it's more refined. And I'm also going to try and comb down the brow hairs and even create some lines going down like this so that that area is not as bare and kind of looks more realistic. You know, in the US, we have like a 3-foot comfort bubble. Like that's like the standard, like accepted distance that we use when we're talking to someone. So ain't nobody gonna be this close to your brows, but still. I think I wanna bring it a little lower around the arch too. Just a tad. Now, again, this is optional. It depends on how like bushy you want to make your brows. So now you want to make sure that the brush doesn't have a lot of product on it because you want those lines to be really light. Oh, that's a little dark, but you know, it's just so you can see there's some lighter ones right there that are more of an example to follow than that big ass one. Oh, this is looking like my werewolf tutorial. Do you guys remember that? Now the real question we have, or I have, how am I gonna fix this? Let's take a spoolie. Spoolie is like great for fixing any makeup mistake. I'm just gonna kind of brush it over that. Kind of make it a little lighter. I think I'm gonna leave that alone for now because it's fine. You know, sometimes the more you mess with things, the worse it gets. So for my concealer, I'm going to be using the MAC Pro Longwear concealer. I really like this formula. I don't like the bottle because it's friggin' messy. You can only do like a full pump, and nobody's gonna use a full pump. Well, I mean, maybe you do, but not for this step anyways. So like the product just gets messy. Like it just did this. Just kidding. Put it on the back of my hand. I'm just gonna take a little bit. I kind of start low and then work up to the brow. And see how it's like kind of gathering right there at the end? So I just go little by little too. I think it would be a mistake to try and do it all in one line. Last but not least, I like to finish with a brow gel just because I feel like it helps kind of comb the brows. It's that final step that puts everything where you want it to be. And also I like using one that's a little bit lighter because just to lighten things up. So the one that I have in my bag is the Elizabeth Mott Queen of the Fill. This is in light medium. Anastasia Beverly Hills also has a really good one. So I'm just going to go up right here in the front. And then do the same where I comb it back and out. Okay, so now that this brow is complete, I'm gonna do the rest of my makeup and I'll show you guys what the end product looks like. And here you can see like this little skinny rinky-dink brow versus this beautiful model-esque IMG Wilhelmina 2017 brow, you know, which is what we want. All right, you guys, so this is the finished result. I hope that you enjoyed hanging out with me and that you learned something new in this video. This is definitely like my go-to brows at the moment. I just like how they're bigger, they look more natural, they're softer on the face, and yeah. So like I said, I'm going to be uploading from now on every Wednesday and Sunday. So be ready. Just like be ready. I want to do a transformation video next, but I don't know what to do. So leave me a suggestion down below, something in the comments, like a cool transformation video. And I'm going to choose from those comments down below a random person to win some makeup from me. And I'll Snapchat it and let everyone know who the winner is and what they're winning and all that good stuff. So yeah, thank you guys for watching as always. Give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of my new videos, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.